I know the number of vaccines have increased over the last number of years, and so having all those vaccines at one time clustered together more than in the past, feeling like I'm part of a test group of people that, are getting these vaccines. My child's getting all these vaccines at one time versus, the old schedule when there weren't quite as many vaccines.
And you're feeling like maybe that hasn't been researched or vetted enough, or that was one of your concerns?
That was one of my concerns, yeah, that maybe it hadn't been studied enough, that, not enough children had had these vaccines altogether or been studied altogether, and that there were increased risks and complications with getting so many vaccines at one point in time. I have my reasons for not doing a delayed schedule, but I talked to my doctor, and he said that, once again, we don't see these diseases, but, a delayed schedule, oftentimes vaccines get missed. And one of the big things for me is I realized if I did a delayed schedule, I'd have to bring my son into the office more, and he would have to, be laid down on the table, and it's traumatic. I mean, watching your child get vaccinated is traumatic.
So why do we give so many immunizations at the same time so quickly in the first 6 months of life? Well, we do that because it takes several injections of the vaccine to induce an immune response. We do that early, as soon as it physiologically will occur in an infant, because we want that root protection as soon as we can possibly get it. Whooping cough is prevalent in Vermont right now and through much of the country, the illness known as pertussis. And we give pertussis vaccine, that's the P and the DPT shot, at 2, 4, 6 months, and again, the booster shot after a year. And why do we give 3 in a row, but 2, 4, 6 months? Because it takes at least 2 to get any protection and 3 to get good protection. What's the group that dies from pertussis? Young infants. In any given day, you and I are assaulted by between 8,000 to 10,000, maybe 12,000 antigens. Bad things that we soak up through the environment, through inhaling or through touching, and our immune systems are constantly assaulted by these things. Okay, how many antigens do we give to a 2-month-old? Diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, polio, Hib, Prevnar, rotavirus. That's 7. We're still well below 100. We're still well below the threshold of 1% of that 10,000.
It's okay to have questions. It's okay to ask. Visit oktoaskvt.org.